Hi everyone, it's me, Angel Remy, again with another video. It's about otherworldly people and the connection that they share with the Earth people that goes back through many thousands of years in history. Otherworldly people and Earth people have been interacting and having experiences together since a long time ago, and they also showed those kinds of things on the show Ancient Aliens. They outlined and they expressed very many different ways that the otherworldly people and Earth people interacted and lived amongst each other back then in those times. And otherworldly people have been interacting with Earth for a very long time in very many different ways. And like, for example, different sites like the pyramids of Egypt. They had, in their hieroglyphs and their artwork, they showed a lot of different things and a lot of different ways that they interacted with the otherworldly people, and they depicted them, and they depicted some of their technologies and things that they did back then. And places like Stonehenge also show that there have been otherworldly people helping to create these kinds of structures, and also the pyramids of Egypt as well have been a place where otherworldly people worked with the ancient Egyptians in creating the pyramids and putting them together with their advanced technologies that they brought with them. And other places like Nazca lines, crop circles, these are all ways of them trying to get our attention and to let us know that we are not alone on this earth, that we are not alone. That we are not alone in the universe and never have been alone in the universe. In ancient times, this information and data came through from me from my own memory banks that just resonated within me when I was working and brainstorming on this topic. And so I felt that gifts had been given from people from other worlds, and then the ancient people of the earth had responded kindly and gave gifts in return, such as food for the otherworldly people to enjoy, music and dance performances to enjoy, as well as they were given areas to rest and relax. The ancient ones were very much in alignment with the earth's energies and the universal energies. And the otherworldly people loved to connect with them and speak with them, interact with them very frequently. They had time together to understand each other and their unique ways of life. They became friends and companions. Tribal, pagan, and earth tradition spirituality people, including those in Europe, have had the most interaction with otherworldly people. They are the most in alignment with the love and positivity energies that otherworldly people love so much. And they are all at one within themselves as well, and their entire civilizations are very much in alignment with those energies as well. They have a natural connection, easy flowing, because they have much understanding between each other, not just from the intellectual level, but most importantly from the loving heart level. That is the connection. The heart level connection is the level of connection they value the most when having experiences and interaction with other kinds of friendly people of the universe and the earth. So that is the kind of connection that otherworldly people value the most. They're very, very much advanced and very evolved, highly evolved, and they've evolved through love and positivity. And the ones that I feel connected to, I notice that about them all the time, that they're very, very loving and supportive and encouraging and very, very positive and very kind-hearted and very loving from the mind, not just from is synchronized with the mind and the heart, lovingly synchronized. That's what I come to know about them every single day that I connect with them and talk with them and speak with them. They show me their love all the time, and something very beautiful. Otherworldly people have been living on Earth for a long time. Though mostly in a non-visible kind of way, they have been secretly working on ways to help the Earth evolve and help humanity evolve. The otherworldly people, when they feel ready, will reveal themselves when they know Earth is ready and when open contact is happening. They'll feel more comfortable to come out and speak about themselves and their home planets to the Earth people. They will talk more about their home planets when they feel Earth is more ready for them to come out and to accept them. They are wanting to make sure they are received in a very good and positive way. For having good experiences is key for all of us in moving forwards. All of us having good experiences and interactions with each other is key to having good friendships with the otherworldly people. Though there are very many different kinds of otherworldly people, the types that will be coming down for open contact will be humanoid beings, very much like the people of the Earth, though just flipping my notes. Though the people that are humanoid of otherworldly origin tend to be of a taller stature and have larger, wider eyes, slightly, not so prominently or anything like that. Not like extremely huge eyes that would freak people out. Just a slightly larger and wider. These are two characteristics they have, though there are other kinds of otherworldly people that are on the shorter end in terms of height, so we may be getting visits from those ones as well. There are very many otherworldly people that are very tall, and then there are some that are an average height, like for example average humans, and then there are some that are shorter as well. But they look very much like humans in many ways. Coming back to the topic of the pyramids, Stonehenge, and crop circles, anytime scientists and archaeologists state that there is no way humans could have made the pyramids, for example, because it's just not humanly possible, considering the largeness and weight of each of those bricks that comprise the pyramid structure, when scientists say those kinds of things, it usually means that those ancient civilizations had help from otherworldly people that have the technology to move such large and heavy objects. They played an integral role in their societies. They helped build structures with them and helped the ancient civilizations to flourish. Crop circles are another example of otherworldly technology being used to catch our attention and to say to us, hey, we're here. You're not alone. And you've never been alone. The fact that we've been interacting with otherworldly people is something that is part of Earth's histories. The ancient artwork, cave paintings, I was trying to say it in two different ways and it just came out wrong. The ancient artwork, cave paintings, and hieroglyphs show otherworldly people and they express their interactions they had with the humans of those times. They also show some of their technologies. There are tablets that have been found and have been translated and studied by a man named Zecharia Sitchin. Though it is just one piece of the puzzle, there are very many interesting things in his translated work. If you're interested in knowing the past of our ancestors and the ancient people and how they experienced encounters with otherworldly people and even lived among them, then check out The 12th Planet by Zecharia Sitchin. He has a series of books that begins with this one. And in it you can find out more about some of the ancient otherworldly people's technologies and how they behaved around humans and how they treated each other and get to know some of their dramas that happened back then. You can get to know some of their personalities and characteristics as well, though this is from a very long time ago. And those people mentioned in the books have evolved a lot since then, since those times thousands of years ago. So if you decide to read Zecharia Sitchin, do it for fun. You don't have to necessarily believe everything in the books. Just keep your mind open and don't take it too seriously. Keep things very light and open. Some of the things that had been translated from the tablets into English may not be completely accurate, as this sometimes happens where words, phrases, and some information is difficult to translate to English or other languages. But even then, keep an open mind and just read it for fun. You don't have to be so serious, but as you read those books, you'll probably feel as though the otherworldly people spoken about in those books are actually quite human-like, back in those times of ancient Earth. I believe they've evolved a lot since then and have become more loving and positive. Anything that was not so good that they had done in the past, I feel isn't fair to hold against them, for they have been doing so much for Earth in countless ways. They want to show us how much they love us and miss us. They want for us to become a part of them and become galactic humans. that get to travel the galaxies, gain more knowledge, and work alongside the people of the universe. This is inevitable as we continue to evolve, and the universe is showing us so much love and acceptance. If you can perceive the love within yourself, then you can perceive the love of the universe. And as you perceive all that love, you come to know yourself deeper, and you come to understand reality and life more deeply as well. That's all I have for now, and there's always so much more to expand on and delve into when it comes to these kinds of topics, because it's something that's happening more and more now, that people are becoming more aware of otherworldly people through shows like Ancient Aliens and other documentaries that they have on TV, and lots of books that are coming out about it as well in many different ways. Lots of channelers and telepaths that are speaking about all of these things in their unique ways, and addressing and building the gap that's been there, and looking in the past, but also looking to the present and the future as well. We don't need to be so involved in the past, and just being in the present and looking forwards and excited for the future is really, really good. It's a really good way to perceive our relationships with the otherworldly people, rather than looking to the past and trying to find things out and trying to gauge how to address the otherworldly people when there's open contact, and trying to figure out what ways you could interact with them and have experiences with them. You don't necessarily have to think about the past. Just feel the present moment, the present times, and feel the loving future, and you'll be guided by love in how to prepare for contact and how to speak with them and how to express yourselves to them. Just be very aware, though, that they love people that are very, very positive in nature, very kind-hearted, very loving from the mind and loving from the heart. They're very, very they're very aware and conscious of love, and they don't want to be speaking with people that are negative and rude or unkind and not grateful and things like of that nature. They don't want to be having dealings with those kinds of people. And I know that there are a lot of people like that out there in the world anyways, so things are changing for them, and hopefully things are changing in the world, and hopefully those people will come to understand that it's a more beautiful and happier life being positive and loving. And once they come to understand that, then they can have interactions and experiences with the otherworldly ones as well, and get help and guidance from them to evolve more highly, and to understand themselves more deeply, and to understand love more deeply. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say, and I'm preparing for contact with you all. We're all preparing for it together, and I hope these videos really help out and help you to shift into that mentality, preparing for contact and beautiful experiences and loving experiences with the otherworldly loved ones. I feel very, very excited to share all of these things with you. And even if you want to throw it out the window and not believe it, it's totally okay. That's totally up to you. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to believe everything that I say. But if something resonates with you, then that's a really good sign that it feels good to you within your logic and reasoning. And it feels good to you in your soul and spirit. So believe what you want to believe, and leave the rest. Leave it behind. Or if you just want to look at it objectively and just think of it as food for thought, then there's also a good way to go about it as well. So thank you for listening in, and I'll see you guys, and I'll see you all the lovely men and women that are watching these videos. I'll see you all again in another video. Okay, thank you for listening in and tuning in, and thank you for supporting my channel, so I can bring more of this content to you. Things that are really interesting to think about and mull over in the mind, and think of how you feel about it and within, and see if it's something that you would like to accept or not. And that's totally okay if you don't accept it. Just think of it as food for thought, and just think of it's a new way of thinking and looking and perceiving at the world, thinking and looking and perceiving the world and where the future is headed, and bring into consideration that there are very, very many other kinds of beings in the universe. We're not the only ones, because of course if we are here on this earth, then of course there are very many other planets like Earth that have populations and have people living on them. And so it's just a very logical way of looking at it, by knowing that since we have all of these people on this world, on our Earth, then there must be very many other kinds of people in the universe that are living on similar planets like Earth. Similar in very many ways, and then different in very many ways as well. So that's a logical way of looking at it. And the otherworldly people just have a different way of communicating with us, and they have been for a long time, all throughout Earth's histories, and in all the ways that they make crop circles with their technologies. Those crop circles are so precise that scientists say that no human technology can duplicate it. So there's so many different signs that happen on Earth, signs that they give to let us know that they are here and we are not alone. It's just a matter of bringing it into consideration and thinking about it more deeply, and searching for more data and information from people like channelers and UFOologists, and looking at all of the wonderful, amazing shows and documentaries that are coming out about all of this. And it's going to change the world in a very, very huge and big, impactful way. And it's going to be really, really beautiful. It's going to lead us into a golden age, a rainbow age. Rainbow age, an era for all of humanity. And that will be how we start to turn Earth into a paradise world. This is my vision, and I know that it will happen. No matter how long it takes, I know that's where it eventually is going. So that's the path that we're on, turning Earth into a beautiful paradise world with so much happiness and prosperity, and so much love flowing through everyone, all the people. And the otherworldly people are going to show us how to get there, get to that point of beautiful paradise world Earth. They're there for that guidance and counseling and leading us to, and helping us, walking alongside us as we reach further and further towards our goal of becoming a paradise world. I will never ever let that notion go. I will never ever let that vision go away from me. I will always be keeping it deep within my heart and soul, and working on it with everyone and all the otherworldly loved ones. I will continue working on it with them by making these videos and giving out those messages of love and speaking about the future in a very loving way, and delving into the past at times, but not too much into the past. The past is good to look at to not, so that we don't continue making past mistakes, but rather we go further and forwards into the future by looking at the past and remembering that we shouldn't make any of those mistakes ever again that have been made in the past. So that's what it's useful for. That's a good purpose for looking into the past, to see what kind of mistakes to not make ever again. So this is all I wanted to say, and this is a longer video than normal, but I hope that you all enjoyed it. Okay, so thank you, and I love you all. Love yourselves deeply, and I'll see you again next time. Okay, Angel Remy signing off. Sending lots of love and happiness to you all. Okay, bye for now.